Hi there, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking gas. How much do you actually need to take when you are wild camping? It was a question asked to me a while back when I was sort of showing my new cook set that I was going to use this winter. So I thought I'd have a little play because the sun's out and I fancy a coffee and we can have a quick chat about it. So if, like me, when you first start wild camping, you tend to go into places like go outdoors, places like that, looking at all the different options, and it can be quite overwhelming. And as I was just going out for day hikes, I ended up just settling with a brand I sort of recognised and thought I only needed a small one for making coffee and stuff like that. But then when I went to actual overnighters, I again went back in and ended up getting a bit confused with the different options you've got, you know, some with the performance, some just the brands. So again, I ended up just buying one of the bigger ones thinking I'm going to use lots of gas. But what I was finding, regardless of what I was taking, I was still coming back with plenty of gas still in the canister. So it got me thinking, do I really need to be taking these big bulky ones on overnighters? So I went back to using the small 110 gram canisters and found actually that was more than ample for, you know, your one nighters, maybe two nighters if you're doing boiling in the bags and stuff like that. But then a couple of weeks ago I sort of was introducing a friend to the scene of wild camping, and like me, he went in there and just panic bought a big one, you know, as I said, over preparing, and he got a cheap sort of online gas adapter. And what we found was actually the gas adapter was working fine, but he had a bit of an issue with the gas canister. So whilst he had ample gas, he had no way of extracting it. And we checked the canister adapter on other ones and it was working fine, so it was definitely the bottle. So now what I do is I don't just carry a small one, I carry a second smaller one too. So I've still got the same amount of gas as the bigger ones, but two options should one fail. You know, if you damage it, if it leaks, whatever, you've still got options to be able to rehydrate meals, make a hot drink and so on and so forth. So the answer is you obviously need enough gas for the duration you're going for and to cook the amount you're wanting to cook and sort of water you're wanting to boil. But do you need to go with a big canister or would two small ones suffice? Well, personally, I'm currently at the phase where I'm with two small canisters because I would rather carry, in fact actually I'm not carrying any more weight because these two combined are lighter than one of these back here. So actually I'm saving on a bit of weight but still having that redundancy planning that we all like to have as part of our planning for wild camping. So I guess my answer would be I would always carry two small ones. I'd have a principal one that is my use as much as possible, and if it all goes wrong or I've run out of gas, then I would move on to my secondary one. I would keep these either in the car or at home and use those to fill up my small ones and go from there. So anyway, that's how much gas I would take on a wild camp. Let me know below how much you would take. Would you do anything different? But anyway, it looks like my water's ready to go, so I'm going to enjoy this cup of coffee and I'll catch you again soon. Take care, bye.